Joe Biden canceling the credit bureaus.
The Biden administration's plan to replace the private consumer credit reporting agencies, the big three, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian.
And everybody's been talking about of why Biden wants to take the credit bureaus, the three major credit.
There's something wrong in the world today. I don't know what it is. Joe Biden's changing credit. How's it going, guys? It's your old pal, the Credit Crusader, coming back at you with yet another exciting video. Did you guys miss me? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what a lot of people are all freaking out over, and that's Joe Biden is going to be, attempting to change the credit bureaus and making them, instead of private, like TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, is going to make them a government agency like the CFPB. That's what he's proposing to do, and hoping that this is going to, solve racism and make everything all equal, and we're all going to live happily ever after, right? So the Crusader's here to give you guys the real deal, the information, the inside scoop that I'm known for giving. And also, I've noticed you guys have been talking about, asking me about CPNs. When are you going to talk about CPNs again? When you guys want it, you got it, because CPNs are definitely going to be in this video. So here it goes, all right? First thing I want to talk about is the Joe Biden thing. And I've been seeing a lot of people on YouTube freaking out over this. I've been seeing people in chat forums. They're all like, oh my God, it's going to end. Tradelines, are they going to post? Are you going to be able to make CPNs? Are you going to be able to dispute items? I mean, these are all valid questions. And the real reason that a lot of people are freaking out is that an industry has been made around the loopholes of the current system. I mean, I'm just giving it to you guys real. There are people out there, I'm not going to name names, but they're making money by offering credit repair services because they know how to do the dispute letters. They know how to use the 609 Fair Credit Reporting Act. They know how to use, make CPNs. They know how to build CPNs, all that stuff. And if you take that away, all these people aren't going to be able to perform their services anymore. That shit's scary. And I'm a little worried. I'm not going to lie. I'm not freaking out, but hey, it's like the thought of the current system getting messed with sucks because I've spent a long time learning this shit. So having to learn a new system or having a system come in that doesn't have these sweet ass loopholes that this current one does, yeah, that could suck. It's definitely, it's funny how that, FICO 10, nobody talks about FICO 10 anymore though. It's like, remember that was the thing everybody was freaking out before. Remember, we're all going to die. I guess it got a lot of views, so I can't blame people for making videos about that. I did too. But, in my videos, I did my research, and I didn't think FICO 10 was going to be a big deal. And sure enough, we're not right now in, what is it? It's April, and, I haven't seen, FICO 10 show its scary face. But hey, some people have said they have, but, it hasn't been made a big deal as far as getting things removed and trade lines and all that kind of stuff. So back to Biden. If this thing does go through, first thing I'm going to say is that it ain't going to be fast. There's some people out there, oh my God, it's going to happen sooner than we thought. You guys got to prepare. You got to buy. You got to buy. You got to buy. It's like, dude, it's not going to happen fast, okay? First of all, yeah, they say, oh yeah, we're going to do this. And then when they're asked how the hell they're going to do it, it's like they don't know the first thing. They don't have a clue how they do it. The only way that they could do it fast is as if they just took all the information and just moved it over. Like pretty much if you have accounts, everybody with an account that's reporting to the credit bureaus would now just switch over 1 month and then start reporting to the CFPB. That would be the only way that they could automatically do it. And for them to do that, all the banks would have to be on board with that. And they'd have to all at once decide to just switch. And in order to do that, that would be pretty extensive. So something like that is not going to happen. If it does happen, it's going to happen gradually. It's going to be phased out. It's not just going to happen overnight like that, like next month, boom. So, I'm just going to say that so you guys, aren't freaked out too much. Now, if it does go over, there's a lot of scenarios. One, CPNs may stop working. That's if they cross-check it with the Social Security Administration. Then CPNs are done. Or if people are using the same CPN as someone else and they don't know it, and they're like, all right, we got the two of the same guy coming here. Uh-oh, there's an issue kind of thing. That could happen too. But as far as I know, and what I do know about, the Democrats, Joe Biden, they're not going to go for anything that's going to validate people, through CPNs or through social security numbers. They're not going to want to push something like that through. They like things a little more loose, you know what I mean? Like with the voting, like they don't want voter ID. They don't want anybody off the street. You don't have to prove it. Just go ahead and sign right here as long as you vote for me. You know what I mean? It's like, they're not for that stuff. So, I mean, if anything, it may be like the freaking Wild West, like the good old days. That could happen too. It's like it could be anything. People don't know. It could be great, where it's like the Wild West, and it's like, they've got a bunch of holes in their system, and we just get away with murder, like about 8 years ago. Or it could be like a fortress where we can't get through anything, can't get anything removed. CPNs don't work, and the party's completely over. It could be that, or it could just stay the same. Nobody really knows for sure, but everybody is worried that a change is coming. I'm just here to tell you, if it does come, it's not coming overnight, all right? And as for right now, CPNs still work. CPNs can still be built. It takes time. The fast shit is over. The fast shit has been over for years. For some of you guys, I mean, I still come across people that are like, oh yeah, I know how to do this real fast. It's like, no, you don't. It's like, when did you actually do it, or did you hear somebody else did it? It's like you didn't get like a $50,000 credit card in 2 months using Tradelines. Like, you didn't do that, so stop lying. I know you didn't. Because if there's a way to do it, I would have figured it out right now. So, anyways, as far as CPNs are concerned, like I said, they still work, and you can still build them up. I would suggest, if you're planning on doing something like that, I would do it right now. I'd start building one. I always say do three at a time, because you never know as far as, the CPN number you pick, whether or not it could be used. Some other idiots got the CPN number, because like I said, I've said this a million times in my videos, more than one person is trying to do the exact same thing you're doing. So chances are people start picking numbers. They're going to start, when they go into those number groups, they're going to start, doubling up on numbers, and then you could run into problems. Then it's a race to the bank. After that, I've said this before, if for some reason you get a number, and you get to the bank first, when the next guy tries to use the number, they're going to kick him out, because they're going to say, all right, we've already got a guy here with that number, so you're the fake. It's pretty much, it's first to the bank wins. Is pretty much how it works. As for right now, as far as later on, who knows? Now, one thing I will say is that I do see there could be some changes as far as the Fair Credit Reporting Act being amended, that kind of stuff. I see, the thing that I can't believe is with the loopholes in the current system, why people are still complaining. I mean, I guess maybe it's just because there's just a ton of people out there that don't want to learn about credit, and they're just like, oh, I'm getting screwed. It's like, you're not getting screwed, you just don't know what to do. If you knew what to do, you could navigate this blindfolded, and you could get whatever you want. It's like they don't want to learn it, or maybe they don't know where to go to learn. I don't know. I know they don't teach this stuff in school, though. I know that. So I'm sure that's a big issue. So. But anyways, as far as changing it, is it going to change anything? One thing I will say I know for sure, changing the current system ain't going to change shit. That's one thing I know for sure. All the other stuff is all ifs and maybes. But, and the fact that it won't, if a change happens, it's not going to happen fast. So I'll keep you guys posted if I hear information or anything like that. But for right now, don't stress out over it. Because, we know what to do right now with the current system. And, I mean, we're surfing this thing like it's, we're in Fiji, all right? Okay, so with that being said, I got to get going. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Crusader out.